Hello Astro people, Sunday the 9th of February, and I have got a window open actually, because this is my bedroom. You've got to have a window open, but look up, the winds have changed, blowing everything. Let's see if I can bring that back a bit. I don't think it's going to stay there for long, do you? Right, so we've got a Leo moon at the moment. It's the full moon. It's actually here. That came in 7:33 a.m. in UK, in the middle of the night in the States and Canada, and very close to being a super moon as well. Some people would actually say it was a super moon. I was talking about that all yesterday and the day before. Check out the videos if you want to know more about that. But right now, we have got the moon in Leo. It's a very excessive time because it's a full moon, and there's a strong desire to be noticeable, to be kind of appreciated, and I wouldn't say everybody wants to be the centre of attention, because people just aren't like that, generally speaking, But if you've got a plan or something that you really need people to take notice of, you'll be wanting to get that out there and get that looked at today, because that influence is very strong indeed. The moon at the moment, 99.9%, so she's just coming down off full as I speak. Third quarter comes in on the 15th, which is next Saturday. But we'll have a look at the week ahead, and we'll see where we're going with that. Right now, though, as we go into the week ahead, and that's what this is all about, the moon is opposite the sun. That's what the full moon actually is in terms of its alignment with the universe. So, conscious decisions, judgments coming possibly under pressure, possibly because of crisis as well. Crises come up and make people change things. I was really thinking about moving house in the middle of the night, because it's just impossible to sleep with the wind howling the way it is at the moment. Really strong winds of change, and much to be celebrated, but gosh, very hard to get any sleep when there's a wind of change blowing. But there you go, no pain, no gain, and some of the pain is going on in UK here at the moment. Mercury sextile Jupiter, travel, transport, education as well, and legal matters tend to crop up a lot. I'm not saying in a bad way, they just tend to be themes when Mercury sextiles Jupiter. Exploration and learning is sort of indicated, but Mercury is in the pre-shadow to retrograde. That's still quite a way away. That's next Sunday, actually, February the 16th, that Mercury stations retrograde, and that's when the most strong effects of Mercury retrograde begin to be felt. But we've got a whole week ahead of us before then. Venus square Jupiter, things can get a bit overinflated, and it says here things can get windy. Well, they've certainly done that all right. You may need to thank people for things. This is a good time to do that. If you think, oh, someone did that and I never thanked them, or I really should show my appreciation of this, go ahead and do that. It's a great time for that when Venus is square Jupiter. Mars void in Sagittarius though, so it's panicky, and that going with the kind of full moon crisis-y feeling is going to be quite strong at the moment. Anyway, let us take a look at the week ahead. Right, so full moon. All I've got on this chart for a real big event in the next week or so is actually February the 15th, which is next Saturday, and I will certainly be back several times before next Saturday, so subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Tap the bell so you don't miss anything, because I'm here. Maybe not every single day. I'm thinking about it at the moment, kind of just don't like to be repeating myself all the time. But yeah, that third quarter moon, when she's 50% on the way down, that's when the energy really starts to wane, and we should see a bit of relief from the craziness that's going on at the moment, and possibly all next week when we get there. Same time as that happens, Uranus semi-sextiles Chiron, the wounded healer, so there may be confusion, controversy around things that maybe you don't feel happy about, things in life that haven't gone the way you'd like them to go, and when you've been misunderstood in your attempts and efforts to try and do something good. So that's coming up next Saturday, and as an applying aspect, we're going to be feeling the effects of that building up now. Let's have a look at the moon phases. Now then, 3:39 p.m. On the east side of the States and Canada, 6:39 p.m. Pacific, and 11:39 p.m. here on in UK, that is on Sunday the 9th. We actually get the moon moving into Virgo, coming out of Leo and into Virgo. So as strong and intense as this full moon is, she is actually nearly out of the sign of Leo today, and And that stays on. She stays in Virgo until Tuesday the 11th, and that's 3:37 p.m. Almost the same times actually. 3:37 p.m. east side, 6:37 p.m. west side, 11:37 p.m. right at the end of Tuesday here in UK. We get a Libra moon, and thankfully, a bit of balance comes into the picture, and that is going to be so welcome. We could really do with a balancing influence at the moment. Next thing then, the moon enters Scorpio on Thursday, 7 p.m, 7:37 p.m. west side, and midnight 37 a.m. on Friday in UK, and the moon is very close to reaching that point of third quarter then, to be down to 15% full, so everything surely has got to be calming down by then. Also, of course, Friday, February the 14th, it's Valentine's Day, the Feast of St. Valentine as the church called it, so that's just 2 days before Mercury stations retrograde, so get your cosmic orders in now, and really get your manifesting head on if you want to bring love into your life, okay? It's going to be quite... Just after Valentine's Day, we get Mercury retrograde, and it all starts happening. The 16th, which is next Sunday, and I'll be back here again then. We get the Sun in Pisces, and Mercury retrograde is in Pisces, so that is going to have quite a strong effect as well. But yeah, Scorpio moon coming in on Friday. I will be back long before we get to Saturday. I'll probably be back long before we get to tomorrow, actually, because I'm always trying to make videos. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, please. Don't forget to subscribe, tap the bell so you don't miss any notifications, which YouTube probably won't show you anyway, but every little helps. We can but try, eh? Leave me a comment, please. It's great to know what people think. It helps me get dialed in to who I'm actually doing these readings for. And, you know, have a fantastic week. I'll see you again very soon. Peace.